So, good morning. I'm here now on the bench in Thirroul. Thirroul. Thiroul. And perhaps another L. And this is a little bit the park. There is that is the train station. Perhaps there you can see. And it is RR. One L. Oh, the bird. What's he doing? And you can see perhaps there in the distance there's the cliffs. And I returned a little bit further south to the place where I've been last week. But a little bit further south, and I walk now, go up. On the right side is the beach. And to the cliffs, and then I walk on top of the cliffs till Stanwell Park. This is several kilometers long, but I expect there on top it's much easier. It takes perhaps 1 hour to go up, and let's see how far I can go. The problem is I can't go down then anymore, but doesn't matter. Trains are not driving, to be honest, but buses, replacement buses, are running all the day till the night, so there should be not a problem to leave there somewhere when I arrive, but it's perhaps 15 kilometers till Stanwell Park from here. They are walking there on top. I'm not sure. So I will start now. I have something to drink, I have food, everything there. It's 10 in the morning, and let's see how long it takes. And the problem is there's only here on Thirroul is a route going up there to the cliff, and then you can walk on top of the cliffs with many viewpoints there till Stanwell Park. So, a little bit further, and soon I'm out here. This is the end somewhere. There's a trail going. You can see how big this is there. It goes up, but this is perhaps only 200 meters. This is not more. It looks always dramatic, but it's not. It's only 200 meters, 250 perhaps. Oh, I must start my clock. In the meantime, you can watch here. Auto. Oh. Small house here on the left side. It goes here somewhere through the bush. It smells really nice, I think. Then we also have the trail here. And by the way, I hate here this Garmin clock already. Or perhaps it's, it wants always an online connection, that's the first issue. And then always the battery is empty. So I don't use it too often. I think this is the trail. My side. This looks really nice here. Absolutely beautiful, and I think it goes then here to the right, and then into the bush here. So this is more jungle, really tropical. This is completely different here. The vegetation compared to standard gum tree forest on top. There's a small river, and this is more tropical, everything here. Now let me check where the trail goes. I think it goes here. Exactly, this is where the trail goes. Look at this nice jungle. So, then we can say goodbye for civilization for the next hours. Because this will take some hours now. Jesus, this is slippery. So, this time the replacement bus. Look at this nice jungle here. That's really interesting here. This is what I like. And here is the trail. It must go left and there's some then. Oh, this is a mountain bike trail. Some people built. We have to go left. I think there's the trail. Is this the trail? I think this is the trail now here. That goes, yeah, this is a trail here. Wider than I expected. Sometimes really difficult to see here. It smells really interesting here. Never had such a smell. It smells a little bit like humid bark. No, it smells really like in my youth in a greenhouse there somewhere. Interesting. So, I'm really in the middle of the jungle. Ah, indeed. There is one. There was one of these bloodsuckers. There's another one. Wow! There are plenty of them. Jesus. Bloodsucker. So, I wanted to tell you that here are perhaps some bloodsucker. I don't know how to call them. And I found here many of them sucking here around at me. Jesus. I don't know how. They were here mostly on my shoes. So, there's another one. Damn bloodsucker. I think they come from the ground. There's another one. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. I don't know. I think that's it for the moment. Damn bloodsucker. So this I'm definitely not really prepared for the damn bloodsucker. And it's also the first time I see them. But it's also the first time I watch for them. And I must be a little bit more careful now. But it seems like that they are coming from the ground in different sizes. Damn bloodsucker. Any more? Doesn't look like this. I think they all came from the ground here somewhere. And I hope that they are not here in my shoes, sitting here. Oh, there's one. There is one. Ah, Jesus. I don't know where I got them from. Perhaps from the grass somewhere. time to time I have to watch now. And this is how it looks here. Again, jungle. This you wouldn't expect here from Sydney, but with heavy rainfalls, especially the last 2 days, there were again some rainfalls. It's everything really wet here. Oh, bloodsucker land. Bloodsucker land here everywhere. Perhaps I got them from the grass. And there's another one. There's another bloodsucker. Wow. Damn bloodsucker. They are everywhere here. I see them now here in the soil. So if you stay for a while, they will perhaps come to you. Suck your blood off. It's everywhere. I see them now here. There's another. God damn, it's here. In between. Jesus. What a horrible start. I hope that they are only on the ground. I've seen several of them here on the ground. Yeah, there's another. Is there one? Jesus. Ooh. I think it's over. Sublime point, 850 meter only, steep ascent. This is exactly where we go. And I think it's over now here. Jesus, this was horrible. This was horrible. At one point, this was the point, the first time I saw them, 10 bloodsuckers at a time. This was, I think, the peak. And then it became less and less, and I think now it's over. Because it's here more dry, and now it also goes up. And this is even more dry. Jesus, don't do this again here. After rain, 2 days of rain, to go here in the jungle and have everything full with bloodsuckers. So, I couldn't really enjoy the jungle, but now this is much better. This is also a little bit wider, so that the chance is lower that the bloodsuckers are coming, especially at I think at the soil, when the soil is dry. They are not there. Oh, horrible. This was a horrible start. So. Oh yeah, let's see. If there's not something coming back. Because here's already a little bit humid. But this is only at some points, I think. Jesus. The bloodsuckers. I don't even know how to remove them. If they are really some minutes biting. But you can see it's dry, much more drier, whatever. And then this should be better. So this is 850 meter only. I walked now 2.4 kilometer. This says 800 meter steep ascent, and then there's you can see the distance really high above the cliff edge. Wow, this is much better than to walk there in the jungle there below. this was horrible. This was too much jungle for me. This here is much better. Look at this nice surrounding. This is much better. I never before had these bloodsuckers here in Australia, and I walked a lot. And when I want to tell you about bloodsuckers, they are everywhere. So there's some ladder to climb, and this is really oh, what a view. What a great view. Jesus. And this is Wollongong in the distance. There's the coal factory of Wollongong. There's everywhere some beaches. Some ships outside. So I'm now at the top. Oh, there are some benches. I will take a bench there, and perhaps I can get a coke there somewhere. Not that it's needed. Oh, it's one of these flowers which we have in the garden. Here's a shadow. Then let's have a break there, and then later I go there where all the tourists are. The other tourists. This is nice here. This is absolutely fantastico. Oh, look at the view. So that's a nice view here. Jesus, how steep this is. This was indeed only 1 hour. And there in the distance somewhere is a train station. And there, I don't know if you can see my finger. And there are several beaches, and this is the steep part here below, and this is the cliffs. So this is only 400 meter, 1 hour, no, one and a half hour. The bloodsucker, this is the part there, no. Ah yeah, this is the part there, at the corner, where the train tracks are. Where I started to go in the woods and then turned around. This in the middle, this houses part, and then it went all through the bush here. And where the houses are, this is the bloodsucker part there. And then here, when it's a little bit higher, this was much less. But this part of the track was closed. So it's indeed closed. Don't go. This gets unstable. Some bridges in Europe got unstable because of this heavy weight. So, and I go now on top of the cliffs here. You can see this, the cliffs. In all this direction north again, direction of Sydney. And there's also some more of these viewpoints like we have here, but without any fence, I think. This direction, and this is quite the walk. What a nice view. So this is the sublime point, elevation 415 meter, longitude whatever. So, and here is a walking track. Yeah, walking trace, interesting. Yeah, this is the direction here on top where we go, and this is what I filmed from the north, from the other side. And this is exactly Stanwell Park where we go. Sublime Point, Stanwell Park. Yeah, but this is only the surrounding. And this is where I came from, Thirroul. No, I don't know, yes. I think it was here, yeah, here exactly, yeah. Bully lookout. So I go here through the forest path to Stanwell Park exactly. Here. Bully Austinner, Stanwell Park, Wadi track. The forest path, 12-kilometer return. It's not very long. Kilometer return, so it's only 6 kilometer. That's not much. Mount Kembla, 5-kilometer loop. That's everything, nearly nothing. Oh yeah, let's go to Stanwell Park. Stanwell Park. Couldn't really see it, so it's going here, in this direction. It seems like there's only one path, and there's even electricity here. Some bird, 10 minutes round track here, little bushwalk. If you come here with a car. So, and I will proceed further in the south direction, and this is a little bit more standard Australian vegetation of the surrounding of Sydney. Yeah, the other one where I've been was also typical, but a little bit too wet today, I think. Jesus, was this horrible. And all the bloodsucker. Oh, what's this here? That's some huge grass tree. Grass tree field. I also haven't seen something like this. And often I'm here somewhere. Crazy the landscape gets, especially with all the dangers. I hope that there's no snake. This is also something you have to keep in mind. But during the day, I think they are somewhere hiding. Well, a little bit better, I think. So, this is much warmer now, not so humid again, not so humid, and yeah, not so humid. And Stanwell Park was indeed 12 kilometers there from here. And there was another round track which was 6 kilometers, 5-6 kilometers. So Stanwell Park indeed 12 kilometers, so I have to walk now perhaps 3 hours. It's absolutely not a problem. 3 hours from now, so I expect to be there in Stanwell Park then at 3. Enough time. I will go then there also down at the beach, look what's happening there. This time I take perhaps a swim, and then I've seen this already, there's every half an hour going the replacement train. Oh, look at this here, this ant hills, I think, every half an hour. So this is absolutely not a problem. Every half an hour, and then takes again 2 hours to go back. So when I start at 5 or 6, everything is good, and then I'm back for today. So the most interesting part is, I think, behind me, the tropical part there below, which was unfortunately a little bit disturbed by the bloodsuckers. This here is much more relaxed, I assume, because it doesn't go up and down anymore. So this is really quick. And this tempo is 4 kilometers per hour. What is it? 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours, 12 kilometers. So, and the last part was closed. Ja. So. I'm now a little bit further, and it goes here directly along the cliff here on the right side, perhaps 50 meters to the right is the cliff edge, and there's also some scenic spots here somewhere. Perhaps there is some kind of something. I've seen something on my map. This is really nice now, yeah, on top. A little bit jungle-like, and no, what's this for a sign? No bloodsucker. No bloodsucker anymore. Oh, giant roots here. So for a German, this is really interesting. What's this for signs there? There's again a sign. Oh, rainforest gully. This is this one here, perhaps. And no, in general, moisture. So the moisture comes from the left here, perhaps, and then it rains, and then it gets here rainforest. Interesting. And then there's a gully, which is some kind of a stream, a creek. Where's the viewpoint? Ah, still a while to go. It's here on the right side somewhere. And I'm here, by the way, nearly alone. From time to time there's someone coming. Perhaps I meet 6 people in general on the trek. Oh, it's again signs, red setter. I always don't know which. Furniture, red setter. I don't know which one is a red setter. I always don't know which one this is. This reminds me on Mesquite, and oh, here we have a viewpoint. It's perhaps not the best. No, it's not, because you can't see really anything. But it's now really nice to walk along the cliff here. Caution, high cliffs in the area. Here on the right side. This is only some meter going to the right, and then you fall down. Several meters, and this would be your end. Grass tree. Jesus. Grass tree, no grass. Everything full with the bark and the leaves of the gum tree, which is, I think, preventing any grass to grow here. Here's nowhere grass. So the one time last week this was really special, because this is, if you look down here, the normal wooden floor ground. So this would be also time now to have a break and to get a sandwich. Tomorrow, I wanted to say, tomorrow I will go to, I think, to the North Cape. I've been already there 3 times, I think, but the last time is already 3 years ago. Oh, this looks interesting, but not too perfect. There are too many trees around still. I think this is also not the viewpoint. It's mentioned there on the map. And this will go first via train, circular quay, and then via ferry to Manly, and then I think it is here, and then there's footwalk around North Cape. There is some rocks you can sit there. Is it? Nah. Yeah, it is. It is. My map says it is. The question is where. Ah, there, I think. Not here, on the right side, but more in this direction. This looks much better. Yeah. It's stable. This looks like it will fall down somewhere. Ah, this is not too high here. If you fall down here, oh Jesus, what a view. And if you fall down here with the rock, then you fall till the ocean. This makes me a little bit feeling uncomfortable here. But you can see this here. You better go to this side. And this here falls down. Oh, look at this. This is even better there. This is amazing. Wow. Some of these rocks will fall down. Jesus, this is dangerous. Jesus, this is high now here. This is amazing. Go back a little bit here. That's an amazing place. Whew. So here I'll make my break now. There's even a chair where you can sit. Look at this. Oh, it doesn't go too deep here. If you fall down, you will land here on this balcony. So here's the seat. That's amazing. This is where I walked here, on top of the cliff here, on the right side. Absolutely amazing. And here below is some small settlement. Beaches. No one at the beaches. I see there no one. It's perhaps too cold, too windy. This stream. A gully. It's a mosquito swamp here. I should be careful not to slide here in this muddy, dirty water. From the last rainfalls here. And here on the right side somewhere, I think this is here where the stream flows. Also here on the right side there is Coal Cliff. And Coal Cliff is where I ended the last... Oh, interesting. The feather tail glider. Oh, there's a feather. Really interesting to see such a glider somewhere. I forgot that such animals exist here. So they glide from the trees and they hide here somewhere. Kidna. They hide there below there, somewhere hidden, and then they can climb up the trees and glide around. Interesting. I know them only from Madagascar. I forgot that they exist here. Coal Cliff is on the right side, and I finished there the last time my trail at the beach and drove back from Coral Cliff to Sydney, and now I walk here around. On the right side is Coral Cliff, and here it goes a little bit around somewhere. I think there's a viewpoint also soon, very soon, 200-300 meter, and you can see this is much better than I have expected after this horrible morning walk through the bloodsucker swamps. Now here really interesting, nice, quite a bush. And this is how I like it here. Could be even more palms and whatever. But I definitely have to be next time a little bit more careful when it's wet and the swamps. Bloodsuckers. Oh. These are big here, the green plants with the 10-meter high, not perhaps 10 meter, but 3-4 meter high flower. The leaves are already 2 meter, over 2 meter to 2 meter 50 high. And this is, by the way, there's some birds. Wow, Jesus, what was he doing? He was attacking me, something like this. He's still sitting. But you have seen it, huh? Directly came to the camera, wanted to show you something. And there's again the bird there. Interesting. Birdie. He did it again. It's a nice bird. Comes and goes. Interesting. Interesting. Wanted to make some fun with me, perhaps. Directly fly to my face or in the camera and then turn around. It was really funny. Did it 3 times. Oh, what a crazy tree here. Several times broken. Really mighty diameter. So I definitely can recommend this trail. Here I thought that it's only going here on top through boring, relatively boring standard eucalyptus tree bushland, but as you can see there is a real different changing tracks here, trail that goes up, down, left, right, over rocks and whatever. And then you have also the viewpoints on the right side and different plant and animal species. Oh. Hollows and holes. Brush-tail possums. Sugar gliders. Interesting. Indeed, they are here. Some glider species and possums. I forgot that they are here because normally you don't see them. And then you perhaps think it's a rat if you see one of those hiding here below somewhere in the bush. Never seen such an animal. Yeah, there from top somewhere I came. And here on the right side is coal cliff. Coal cliff. Perhaps there was some coal at the cliff. Also said it last time, there's a factory or now abandoned factory, which looked a little bit like a chemical plant. And here you can see such a flower, and they, I think, will be they are from, I'm not sure if this is in winter here, winter time, I forgot it. So that's Coal Cliff there below. This is the beach on the right side, where I ended my journey last time. And as far as I can see, there's no one there. But this will be also really windy and cold there, perhaps. I think it's not very warm. And there's a train station of Coal Cliff, and I will go around here on top of the cliff. There around, it should be not take too long. Still always on top, and then behind I go down. It's, by the way, 2 p.m. and I walked now, how long? Perhaps 2.5 hours. Time always goes so fast. Over. Oh, my battery is over soon. Change my battery. I think that's a opossum. Now I see one, but everything around is missing. I think someone hunted it. It looks like someone hunted it. There's only the remains left, because there is no natural there should be no natural, how's it called? Anyway, interesting. Now I see a opossum or a glider, but it was indeed, this was only the inlet. The inlet was left and the rest was gone. So I think someone was hunting here. Someone was hunting here. I think the Aborigines are still allowed to hunt here. And this was not lying long around. Perhaps today only here. What I wanted to say is, there was a sign mentioning the grass tree, and I was wrong with the grass tree. So the grass tree is this tree with the flowers, with the big long flowers. Oh, here's another sign. Cabbage palm was the first botanical specimen record from the Illawarra. Early settlers harvested the heart of the growing bud, while leaves were later plated for heads, establishing a substantial market. The cabbage palm, not restricted to rainforest, has been vastly reduced across the Illawarra. This here, or what? I think it's then this here, the cabbage palm. Vastly restricted. Yeah. Let's go back to the grass tree. The grass tree, now there's no grass tree anymore. This is in the distance there. This with the 2 meter 50 long, this is the cabbage palm. And there was written that here we have one. That's the grass tree. That the Aborigines made spears out of the long flowers, the wooden part of the long flowers. They are really long, 4 meter, as I said, 4-5 meter even, and really straight and wooden. And there is also some kind of glue which they use to glue something together. So there's a river here, it seems like. Interesting. And it's the grass tree with a huge flower there. See it? 5 meter high. Here you can see the grass tree. This is 2 meters or 2 meter 50 high leaves. Here on the right side, everywhere. Everywhere this grass tree. So, oh, interesting. Lifelines. Oh, there's this big things I have seen. Eastern water dragon. Dive and swim. Oh, red-billed black snake. Swamp red tracks. Snake. Snake is always a little bit crazy. So, I think this is wet. This is again I think here the bloodsucker territory here. Looks interesting. I have to go through. Bloodsucker. There's the trail going. I hope it's not slippery here. Nice. Oh, that's very slippery. That's very slippery. Jesus. And then let's try. Careful, careful, careful. So. The last time I haven't seen where it goes. Really in cold cliff. This river. Everything wet. But not as this morning. This was really crazy. Huh. So till the road where I ended last time, it's only 3 kilometers in 50 minutes. My navigation system said, and this is 2:30. 2:30. I'm not sure. Yeah, whatever. It's 2:30. And yeah, it's really interesting. You can see this here. Different trail options. Now the trail is a little bit thinner. I think here in this. Oh, what was this? In this area, there's not so many people walking. Oh, there's now again a grass tree field. So these are grass trees. Everything full with grass trees. You can see this here. Oh, what a landscape. Ui, 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 ui. There were grass trees here. This is what you normally don't expect here from the Australian bush. And from a distance it always looks the same, but in detail it's completely different. Like this grass tree bush, this jungle from the morning, or a standard eucalyptus tree bush, or in Western Australia or somewhere else, only bush. Without any trees really. You can't walk through. I think here now. I think here and then right there's another viewpoint. And look, this is the gum trees are always losing bark completely. I don't know why they do this. It's also to have some feed for fire. Then they lose also, they throw branches down. That everywhere is some feed for fire. It is perhaps the reason. And perhaps it's not so burning. So is this here the viewpoint? I think the viewpoint is here. Let's have a look. I think, yeah, behind this looks like a viewpoint. Ah, you can see it already. I came from the other side. Nice viewpoint. Oh. Ah ja. Nice. Oh. That was a moped, I think. Oh, indeed. Must be careful here. The edges. Jesus. Goes really down here. At the corner. Should not stay here directly at the corner. Even here. Perhaps if you look there, for example, it's not a good idea to stay there. Because there it goes directly down 100 meter or something. Even if you don't see this here. First, it's really overhanging. There's some people at the beach there, and this is Stanwell Park. Oh, nice red gum trees here. And this is where you come from. This is the Royal National Park. Nice houses on top, and this was the last time where I came from. This is nothing to compare to what I did today. This is the train station there below and then up there. So no wonder this was only 15 minutes. This was 15 minutes. 20 perhaps. And then I walked around there in the last video, and then there somewhere down where it's really tropical already there down. And then along the river somewhere, and then here below. I also will go down here now, I think on the right side. And it goes down, and then we meet the same path here around the corner below, and then I go to the beach, and then it goes to the city center. I see it already there. There's the bus waiting, because there's today replacement buses. But first I will go to the beach, and let's see if I can get also a drink. Let me first make a picture. There's sun. So Here, this direction. Should go this direction. I wanted to drink something. I forgot it. Should do it now perhaps. So what I've seen now here, this was also following me in the morning somewhere. I think it's called horsefly, a horsefly, which was 5 times bigger than the European ones. The European ones are already really ugly, and 5 times bigger. This would be, I don't know what. And there's one. This is one. Jesus, and they are a little bit red. Red orange. Ooh. It's gone. It's gone to somewhere. They are flying not really fast like the European ones, but a little bit orange and 5 times bigger. Looks really scary. Sure. What's this? Jesus, I don't know what this is. Wow. Look at this insect. Does it have only half the body or what? I think the rest of the body is missing. Jesus, what's this? No, it's still working. Jesus, but I think the back is missing of the insect. I don't know what this is. So, that's the last part. Of this trail here. And not completely the last part. And there's also a piece road then later. So that's now 3:30, and it's not so hot today, so this is excellent, especially the humid part at the beginning. This was crazy humid, so I was sweating like a waterfall when I climbed up the steep part at the beginning. But now everything is okay. Now, what height do we have? 90. It's 90 meter. That's nearly nothing. It's only 90 meter till we are perhaps only 50 meter height. Oh, some bean. Some beans. Till we are finally first at the tracks and then at the road, what we have seen on top. So let's have a look. Yeah. So behind there's Stanwell Park. You can't see the buildings, but there's the beach of Stanwell Park, and there behind this is the Royal National Park. And I came from the top here, And here's some pictures. Coal Cliff Jetty. So there's indeed some coal work here behind, and there was even the rails, the bridge and everything. The rail tracks are still the same, no, not the same tracks, but the same direction, whatever. Old coast road looking from north from Stanwell Park. Interesting. So this is this direction there. Yeah, north from Stanwell Park, this direction. And this is the railway station, and then this is Coal Cliff, and here this is the factory of Coal Cliff, the coal factory. There. I drove in the 90s with such a train to school. In the 90s, this was 1996. With exactly, I think, the same, very similar. You could stand outside here. It's not possible to stay outside, I think, or this perhaps. But there was even open, so they could stay outside. Yeah. These are historical times, like all the times which pass us now. So this time will be also historical when you see it already. And then there's 10 years gone, there's 20, 30, 40, whatever. This will never come back. Never. We always go in direction of the entropy. So. Here are the first houses of Stanwell Park. So this goes now a road where there are some settlements, houses. On the left side, oh, there's a big pot, a big flower pot. It's some nice big plants. What's this? Ah, this is a trampoline. That's a trampoline. So here you have a nice view over the beach there. There are some people in the water. I go there. Let's see what's happening. Here it's warmer, but I think at the beach it's much colder. Magpie bird. They're really intelligent. Hello. Hello. And there's another one. Sometimes they attack you and there's people dying. Even on a bike. So I came here from top. There's the beach on the right side here. With green grass. There's some houses. Not too many. And we have to go there, right, and then here around.